Dun, 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 dun. These only make sense if you understood which movie I was doing. But okay, we're going to talk about some graphs. We've got categorical and numerical data. Now, most of this class is going to deal with numerical data a lot, and we're going to do a lot of graphs there. So let's start with categorical data, which is some of the simpler stuff. Our first categorical graph that we're going to talk about is called a pie chart. The reason it's called a pie chart is because pi stands for principal information efficient. I made that up. It's called a pie chart because it looks like a pie, okay? You draw a circle and you say, okay, this percentage are Republican and that percentage are Democrat and that much is other. That seems really big for the other. I kind of made that up on the fly, but it works really well when you have only a few categories. Now, if you had a pie chart with 100 categories, it would look ridiculous, like this. Okay? Not really helpful or useful. So let's erase this. So the other way that we can draw categorical data is what's called a bar chart. And for a bar chart, you list the categories down here. So if we wanted 100 different categories, we could talk about majors. We have stat majors and math majors and physics and chemistry and science and something that starts with W. I don't know, I just need a letter, and a whole bunch of others. I have no idea what major would start with a Q. That seems really weird. It's too late now. It's recorded permanently. And then you have bars for here's how many stat majors and here's how many math majors. Don't bring it up. It's kind of a sore subject. Physics majors and chemistry majors and all these other things. And there's a whole lot of Q because whatever it is, it's got to be really cool. And there's a bar chart. So this works better if you have lots and lots of categories. Although this is nice and pretty, often people will draw it with different colors and it looks cool. You are expected to know the names of these and how they are made and what they represent. The big thing about a bar chart is you could switch these categories around. I could sort them from tallest bar to smallest. I could sort them alphabetically. Lots of ways I could sort these, and it doesn't matter. It's important you know that difference because on the other side, we have a histogram. And let's say our histogram looks like this. Now, at first glance, this might look a whole lot like a bar chart, but this is with numerical data, okay? And we're now tracking the number of hits to some website. And sometimes there was 0, lots of times there was 1, okay? So the difference is you can't switch the column for 4 hits and 3 hits. Those are numerical. They have to go in order. For bar charts, they do not. It's a common convention that a lot of statisticians use that the bar charts have a little gap here to show you that these guys can be moved around and separated. These guys are often stuck together. That's just convention. That's not the rule. It doesn't have to be that way. But this is a histogram, and it's a nice way to try to see what kind of distribution you have here. There's another one called a box plot, and we're going to have an entire video on what box plots are and how to make them because you're actually expected to be able to create box plots. But let me just show you for this data what the box plot would probably look like. Okay, we can see the range here goes from 0 to 8. And there's a good chunk here. The data is kind of pushed over more this way. And when we do the video that talks about how to build a box plot, you'll be able to read it more. But you can kind of get a feel for where most of the data is chunked. This has more information than a box plot, but a box plot is a lot simpler and faster to read. So I'm not trying to say one plot is better than the other. Each of these 4 plots you're expected to know, and they each have their place. There's lots of other plots we could do, stem and leaf plots and whatever else. For this class, these are the 4 that are going to do it for us.